Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to Social Science class. We will continue the chapter 1, Islam. Islam originated in Arabia. Arabia is a peninsula of West Asia. It is basically a desert which is not suitable for agriculture. Thus, the Arabs migrated to fertile land and settled in places where water was available. Such places were Mecca and Medina. In the beginning, Arabs worshipped many objects of nature like stone, trees, streams as gods. Kaaba was considered to be one of the most religious important places. Now, let's study the life of Muhammad Paigambar. The Prophet Muhammad Paigambar was born in 1570 CE at Mecca. His parents were Abdullah and Amina. He lost his parents during his childhood and was brought up by his uncle. He was a shepherd in the beginning and later started visiting Mecca and Syria for business. In Mecca, he was introduced to a rich widow by name Khatija and was employed by her. Later, he married her. They had 2 sons and 4 daughters. When Muhammad traveled to different places for textile business, he came across the principles of Christian and Jewish religions. He started meditating deeply for long hours on Mount Hira to find remedies for the social and cultural shortcomings of Arab people. After Paigambar achieved enlightenment, he was called as the messenger of the God by the people. Soon his principles became very popular among people and many became his disciples. When he was in deep meditation, he used to share his message with his disciples. They were considered as the messages of the God by his followers. Such collection of messages were compiled and published later. This is known as the Holy Book of Quran. Later, Paigambar started preaching his principles in Mecca. When Paigambar opposed polytheism strongly, the enraged people of Mecca conspired to murder him. He traveled from Mecca to Medina when he became aware of this in CE 1622. This incident is known as Hijrah, the departure. The Muslims reckon this in as Hijrah era, or Islamic lunar calendar is based on Hijrah. The people of Medina welcomed him and followed his principles. After 8 years, there was a war between Mecca and Medina, and the people of Medina defeated the people of Mecca. Finally, they became the followers of religion propagated by Paigambar. Gradually, this principle spread over the Arab region. Paigambar died in CE 632. Now students, let us answer a few questions. Name the place Muhammad Paigambar was born. Muhammad Paigambar was born in Mecca. What is the religion that Muhammad Paigambar propagated? Islam was the religion propagated by Muhammad Paigambar. Name the holy book of Islam. Quran is the holy book of Islam. Now let's move on to the teachings of Islam. Islam means submission of oneself before the God, and Muslim means the follower of God. The teachings of Islam are as follows. God is one. A simple prayer is enough to win the heart of the God. One should lead an honest and principled life and should keep away from all the bad habits. One should have respect for women and compassion for the poor and weak. In Islam, they follow 5 important rituals. Kalima, believe only in Allah, Muhammad is his prophet. Namaz, prayer for Allah for 5 times a day. Roza, fasting in the month of Ramzan. Zakat, definite sum to be spared in the income to give to the poor. Hajj, pilgrimage to Mecca once in lifetime. Every Muslim follows these rituals of Islam. So students, can you name the 5 rituals of Islam? The 5 rituals of Islam are Kalima, Namaz, Roza, Zakat, and Hajj. Let's see how Islam expanded. After the death of Muhammad Paighambar, the caliphs took over the responsibility of promoting Islam. Caliphs are known as the successors of Paighambar. With the sincere efforts of caliphs, Islam spread from Spain to India within a century. The reasons for such fast growths are simplicity of Islam, efforts of the caliphs to spread Islam, devotion of Muslims, religious interest of sultans, conducive political situations. Now, can you name the successors of Muhammad Paighambar? The successors of Muhammad Paighambar are known as caliphs. What are the successors of Muhammad Paighambar called, students? The successors of Muhammad Paighambar are called as caliphs. Now, let's see the contribution of Islam. After accepting Islam, Arabs have been known for the following contributions: medicine for measles and other diseases and books on medicines, new inventions in science and mathematics, the spread of knowledge built by medieval Arab and Persia in the field of geography and astronomy to the other parts of the world. Islam influenced the art and architecture. The features of Islamic architecture can be seen in the buildings built in Roman and Persian empires. Islam is divided into two sects. They are Shia and Sunni. I hope you all have understood the chapters, students. I want you all to read the lesson from the PDF that is sent to you all. Thank you, students. Stay safe and stay happy.
Good morning, students. I have sent you the video on Islam. I hope you all have watched it. Okay, Islam was originated in Arabia. Later, it spread to various countries. Now, the life of Muhammad Paighambar, I've given some points. I want you all to write it in your notes book. Muhammad Paighambar was born in Mecca in 15th century BC. Abdullah and Amina were his parents. He lost his parents and grew up with his uncle. He married a widow and had 2 sons and 4 daughters. Muhammad Paighambar started to meditate in the caves of Mecca and he was known as Prophet of God. His followers compiled his preachings and published the book as Quran. He travelled from Mecca to Medina and this journey is known as Hijrah. Okay, children, now write this in your notes.
Okay, children, I hope you all have finished writing the life of Muhammad Paigambar. Now let's write the next question. What is Hijrah? The journey by Muhammad Paigambar from Mecca to Medina in 1622 AD is known as Hijrah. Please write this. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Teachings of Islam. So students, let's learn about the teaching of Islam. Islam is nothing but submission to God, and the followers are called as Muslims. Let us know more about the teachings of Islam. God is one. A simple prayer is enough to win the heart of the God. One should lead an honest and principled life and should keep away all the bad habits. One should have respect for women and compassion for the poor and weak. Then there are lists the rituals of Islam. Kalima, Namaz, Roza, Zakat and Hajj are the rituals of Islam. I want you to write this and this in your notes book. Okay, children, I hope you all have written the answers. Now let's move on to the fill in the blanks. Okay, students, now write the fill in the blanks. The holy book of Islam is Quran. The successors of Muhammad Paigambar are known as caliphs. Fasting in the month of Ramzan is Roza. Islam originated in Arabia. Please write this in your notebook, children. Okay, children, I hope you all have written the fill in the blanks and the notes that is given to you all. Thank you, children. Wish to see you all in the next class.